Welcome to Tea and Cornbread, a conversation with Sean and Tracy, where warmth, wisdom, and community come together. Just like a good meal shared with loved ones, our podcast brings heartfelt conversations with incredible people who are making a difference.
We spotlight community leaders, change makers, and everyday heroes who uplift, encourage, and support those around them. Grab a cup of tea, pull up a chair, and join us as we share inspiring stories, real talk, and a whole lot of love. Because when we come together, we nourish more than just our bodies, we feed our souls. Welcome to Tea and Cornbread with Sean and Tracy. I'm Tracy.
And I am Sean.
Hey.
What's going on?
Absolutely nothing. No, sir, let me not say that.
I was about to say,
today
there's a
is
whole lot going on.
Glorious day.
Absolutely.
We have a special guest that we both really love and enjoy.
Yes.
And we are going to spread the word soon in a few minutes with her.
All right.
Sean, what you do this weekend?
No, what did I do? That's a good question. I worked.
Oh, okay.
I worked. No.
Nothing special?
No, nothing special this weekend. That's all I did this weekend. You know.
Okay.
I did my exercise. You'd be proud.
You did?
Hey.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. You would be proud too.
Hey.
Listen, I don't do no real no.
Come on.
Sorry.
Anything you do,
I
it counts.
moved. I'm going to say I moved, okay?
Yeah.
One step at a
I
one
moved
step.
4 days
Yep.
out the week this
Great.
week.
Amen.
That's
Great.
good for me.
That's
Yes.
very good.
I'm trying to get to every day
Mhm.
because I've been doing this 30-day challenge, so I'm extending it because it takes 66 days really to get to
A
that
change.
habit. So I'm
Yeah.
still going. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Nice.
And it feels good.
Nice.
I'm really
Okay.
surprised too. It
Yeah.
feels good. Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yep,
As long
yep.
as you feel good.
What
and
about you?
keep moving.
Yeah.
Nothing. I didn't do anything.
No?
out
That's
of the
surprising
way.
for us because it's been
It was a. I'm not gonna say it out loud.
it's been crazy
Yes.
this summer with
Every weekend
so
there's been something going
many
on.
things going on.
Yes. Yes.
You know,
So it was a
and it's
quiet
not
Saturday.
over.
No.
Right. It was a quiet Saturday. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Yep,
you.
yep. So
all right. All
all right.
right. We're gonna get into our breathing. Sean is
Mhm.
going to lead us.
Okay, all right. We got rosemary again this time. And rosemary is great for the olfactory system, the brain, it's for energies. What we do is we have the guest smell whatever if we have more than one oil, and that resonated with her right away. It's great for the what do you call it? The brain, focus, energy, your stomach. You can also use it to cook with. So those are different things that you can do with rosemary essential oil. The rosemary essential oil is by Young Living, not
Okay.
any other ones that you can
Yes.
use for cooking. Okay. I want to say that. Okay. All right. So we're going to
Disclaimer.
breathe. What we're going to do is we're going to inhale. We'll put our feet flat and sit straight up. We're going to inhale through our nose and hold it for 4 seconds and then exhale through our mouth. When we exhale through our mouth, our stomach should deflate, like our belly button should go to our back. And we're going to do that 3 times. You might get a little dizzy if this is the first time you're doing it, but it's bringing oxygen to the brain, circulation, promotes circulation, and all of those wonderful things that we need to breathe on time. All right, let's do it. Going to conjure up some energy, and we're going to inhale our purpose for today's conversation, and we're going to exhale all that doesn't serve us.
That's
All righty. Go. Blow, you inhale. Now, if you want to really extend it and open up your lungs, you bring your elbows up. Deep breathe. You don't have to have essential oils to do that. If you are suffering from asthma or any type of respiratory issues, you can deep breathe like that, and it'll extend your lungs and open your lungs up. All right. What that does, that brings us centered,
Yes.
calms our nerves,
Who's nervous? Who's
Right.
nervous?
calms our nerves, and so that we can get started. So we're gonna do our devotional. You're gonna read the devotional
I
for
will
today.
read the devotional for today is September 14th.
Yep.
We don't write it every day. I forget what day it is.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Worship me by living close to me. This was my original design for man, into whom I breathe my very breath of life. This is my desire for you, that you stay near me as you walk along your life path. Each day is an important part of the journey. Although you may feel as if you are going nowhere in the world, your spiritual journey is another matter altogether, taking you along steep, treacherous paths of adventure. That is why walking in the light of my presence is essential to keep you from stumbling. By staying close to me, you're present, you present yourself as a living sacrifice. Even the most routine part of your day can be spiritual act of worship, holy and blessings to me. Amen."
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Love that.
Yes. All right. So we're
Okay.
going to get into our guest
Our
today.
guest, yes,
Yes, I'm
ma'am.
going to read her bio. Her name is Annette Kizzy, and we call her Kizzy.
Yes.
We call her Kizzy. Mosley is the last name. Originally from the Bronx and now proudly resides in Waterbury, Connecticut, Annette Kizzy Mosley is devoted wife, mother of two, and grandmother. Her journey in healthcare began in 1998, working alongside physicians in the field of infectious disease, internal medicine, and pediatrics. After relocating to Waterbury in 2005, she continued her healthcare career focusing on obstetrics and gynecology and serving patients throughout the greater Waterbury and Southbury communities. In 2018, driven by her own personal health journey and passion for wellness, Annette founded Pure and Healing Energy LLC.
Yes.
Her business is rooted in using the earth's natural resources to help the individuals lead healthier and happier lives. Annette has lost over 150 pounds
Woo woo.
through faith, mental resilience, and realistic lifestyle changes. She is passionate about mental and well being and encouraging others to find their own version of healthy. She believes no two definitions of healthy are the same. We can all achieve our own personal versions and goals by making simple lifestyle choices. Through her story and her products, Annette is committed to inspiring others to heal, grow, and live well, one step at a time.
Mm.
Yay!
Yes.
So let's welcome Annette Kizzy Mosley.
Yes,
you.
yes.
Thank
All
you.
right, I'm so excited that you're here. Finally.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes,
Yes.
it's a pleasure.
Wait,
Yes.
I'm gonna start here. Okay, 150 pounds,
Yes.
girl,
Yes.
girl.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yes, I had to make that change.
Okay.
So back in, I want to say 2004, 2004, I was suffering from knee issues. My blood pressure was like up and down, just a lot of uncertainties in my health. I didn't know a way of like eating well because I grew up in a family that the way my mom showed us love was by feeding us big plates.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had to
Of
kind
soul food. Of that soul food.
She was Spanish, and my
Okay.
father, like I'm a
Mhm.
mixture. My
Okay.
father was black. They both deceased. My mom was Puerto Rican. So we had mac and cheese, collard greens. We had, sorry, we had a whole variety of unhealthy foods.
Okay.
And so back in 2020, excuse me, 2004, I keep saying 2024
Right,
for
right,
some
right.
reason, but 2004, I decided that it's time to make a lifestyle change. And so I started looking into gastric bypass surgery, just different surgeries. And at that same time, I didn't want to rely on just that.
Right.
So I started going to the gym. And when you're that obese, where I was considered super morbidly obese
Wow.
because of my height,
Okay.
and I just was off the BMI chart.
Mm-hmm.
And so, long story short, when I had the surgery, it changed my life because I had to learn how to eat better. I had to incorporate more exercise. And it was just a journey. It was just a stepping stone. And I tell people it was a block to kind of build up the journey of health
Right.
and wellness. Do I always get it right? No. But I can tell you that my goal is to encourage others, as well as encourage myself too. We all need to encourage ourselves.
Right.
And just basically, that was the start of it all. That was
Awesome.
definitely the start of it all.
I like what you said when you said passionate about. Let me see. Oh, you find your own version of healthy,
Yes.
right? Yeah, you find your own version of healthy, and she believes, and no two definitions of healthy are the same.
Right.
And also, what it sounds like is when you did it, because talk about, and Tracy, jump in when you want
I
to.
will. Listen, don't worry. I will.
So
Yeah.
when you talk about, you did your research on what you wanted to do and everything like that, because a lot of people have done that surgery and get right back to where they were.
Right.
So talk more about mindset. Like, even though you knew it, right? But
Right.
what was that catalyst? What was that catalyst of getting to a point where, you know what? I got to switch it up. I have to do it. And mindset is the key, because you can do surgeries all day long.
Right.
And if you don't make the changes that got you there, if you keep doing the things that
Did
after
before,
right,
yeah.
because most lose
Absolutely.
their weight and they feel like, oh, now I could go back to, and
Yeah.
then they come back and then they're worse and they're
Yes.
bigger.
Yes. I've come across a lot of people that say, "How did you keep it off for over 20 years?"
Mm.
And I'm like, you know what? Because I didn't want to go back to that. I know how unhealthy feels, and I didn't like it.
See?
And then all of our main goals are to live healthier and happier lives. And at that time, I had 2 kids. I had a husband, and I wanted to live for them. And I wanted to just live.
Yeah.
Period.
Just live,
Right,
period,
right.
with no restrictions.
Right.
I mean, I could tell you a story where I took my kids to a park, an amusement park, and the guy had snapped me on, those swings, right? He snapped me on a swing. I was so huge at the time where I didn't want to get off the ride because it was so embarrassing. So when he snapped, like put the clip, he kind of nipped my side.
Ooh.
And I had to ride that ride in pain.
In pain,
Ooh.
uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. So there were so many uncomfortable moments where I had to say, you know what, this isn't it for me.
Yeah.
This isn't it. And then at that time when I was in my 20s, and I had a young man call me ma'am. And y'all know,
Yeah, yeah.
especially in your 20s,
Right.
your early 20s, being called ma'am.
Right.
And I just felt like a prisoner in my body. I
Say
felt
that again.
A prisoner in my body. So we are all souls living human experiences.
Yes.
And what I felt like, it was like I wasn't living my full potential. I wasn't living my purpose. At that time, I didn't know what my
What
purpose
that was, yeah, yeah.
Right. And so it was like I had to do something. It's a saying, if you sit and poop too long, you get used to the smell of it. And that's what I felt like. Like I said, I can either be a victim or I could be victorious. And I had to make that decision to like get up and do it.
Right.
Stop being a victim. Stop saying my mother and father had diabetes and it runs in my family. It didn't have to run in me. And I had to break that curse for my kids and for my grandchildren. Future, because at the time I only had my 2 kids.
Right.
And I didn't want that to be my portion. Because my mother at the time had diabetes. My father had diabetes. My siblings had diabetes, because we were overweight, very overweight. It ran in my family. So I just wanted to change the narrative. I didn't come from a healthy family, but to sound cliche, a healthy family is going to come from me.
That's not cliche.
Yeah.
That's a mic drop.
Listen,
Yes.
I say
Yes.
hands off to you because it is a hard battle when you decide to make a life change. It's
Yes.
not something that is a fad. You said to yourself, look, I'm not healthy. I don't feel good. And
Right.
I say that because I know people who feel like that, and it's not even that they may be overweight. They feel and they look in the mirror and say, I don't like the way I look, but do something about it.
That's
you
right.
I don't like the way I feel. But let's get a little bit into your products that you have and things
Yes.
that you offer people. I'm curious to know what brought you to the natural remedies that you do use and that you do offer that I have used and I really do enjoy. What brought you to that?
Well, many moons ago in the Bronx, I was creating things out of my kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Before all of this,
Yeah.
before I even decided whether or not I wanted to go this path,
Okay.
I was just doing natural things. If you came to my house and you're like, Kizzy, I got this going on, I'm like, let me whip it up in the kitchen before organic and all that stuff became popular because it made sense. It made sense. And so I was in the healthcare field back in 2000, I want to say 2018, and I decided this is not the path God is leading me to. So I was making a hair, face, and body butter. Didn't have a name,
Okay.
didn't have a brand, nothing. But I was giving it away to family members, to my coworkers, and they loved it. And so I took a leap of faith because Stanford was it's a hard commute.
It is. It's an hour one way.
Yeah. And in traffic, it's like two to get
Okay.
home. So it was just like God moved me from one office to the next. And I know that God made me uncomfortable. Now I can see it. I didn't understand it, but I said, God made me uncomfortable at that moment to push me into pure and healing energy. So my products, like I said, make sense. My products, like with the hair, face, and body butter, coconut oil, shea butter, these things that you
Nourish
can
the body and nourish the
Yes.
skin
and you can't.
and the hair.
I always said, like when I do events, when I first started doing vending events, I would ask the women and the men that would come up to my table, how comfortable are they using their current hair product on their face and body? And they looked at me like I was strange. Now, I started 8 years ago doing vending events
Okay.
and pushing my product. And they would be like, absolutely not.
Yeah, 'cause
and I'm
we,
like,
we were always thought to use one for hair and the
Right.
other for body,
Right.
not to
And they
use
don't
it
understand your
universal.
scalp
Yeah.
is your skin.
Right, right. So a lot of people were like, no, I would definitely not spray or use something that I'm using in my hair
On
on
my body.
And I'm like, why? Because of the chemicals.
Regardless, it's still going on your skin.
It's
you're
still going on
you're
your
still
skin.
absorbing it.
Right. And so I went a little further, and then I started following Dr. Sebi. And I loved his way of thinking. And he always said, if you go back to the way he thought about health and wellness, it's
Going
so
back to earth.
simple.
It's going back to earth.
It's so simple.
Yeah.
You don't need a PhD or a
Nope.
degree to know that cooking with canola oil versus cooking with olive oil is a big difference.
Huge difference.
Yeah, so I always say, like, people will say, well, what kind of training you have and this and that? I have life training. Above all,
It's life.
because I study herbalism, it's life training. I can't tell you how to be vegan, but I can tell you how it feels to be overweight. I can tell you how I kept that weight off with realistic goals. Because a lot of people, like what you mentioned earlier about, oh, I'm sorry, so bad with that.
That's all right.
But what you mentioned about me saying, and which I'm very big on, we have to know our own personal goal of healthy. No two are alike. And I say that because that's the realistic
Realistically.
way of looking at each and every one of our lives. All of our goals is to be healthy, be happy, be fruitful, be here for our children and grandchildren. Everybody, anybody you talk to, that's going to be their goal. So the thing is, how do we achieve that? Sean's way of going about that may not be my way.
Right.
Tracy's may
And
not be my way.
everybody's an individual.
That's
You
right.
know, and there's so many people out here where Dr. Sebi would say healers,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
There's so many people out here that that work towards a healthy way of living,
Right.
right? And like you said, my way may not be your way, and so on and so forth. But individually, when you are thinking about, I want to feel better, you know, when you think about those, because when I'm coaching clients, I'm not coaching anybody that just wants to lose weight.
That's right.
If you just want to lose weight, they don't want to do the work,
right.
because the work is not about, if you do the work, the side effect is losing weight.
Yes.
If you do the work, and the work is your mindset,
Yes.
your habit changes, moving,
Yes.
spirituality.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
That's a big one.
Yeah, your spirituality. And spirituality doesn't mean religion. You know, doesn't mean you have to be a Christian or anything like that.
That's right.
What is it that you believe in that you can't touch, that's not tangible, but you see it,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And looking at yourself in the mirror, like you said, knowing that I don't feel good in this body. I don't like what
Right.
this body
I don't
looks
like
like.
what I see.
I don't like what I see. I don't like what I hear. I don't like what I feel.
Right.
Right? Then what are you going to do about it?
That's right.
Because we can have a conversation all day, but what's the action steps? I say it all the time, you know, and it only takes one day,
Yes.
1 hour, 1 minute at a time
Yes.
to make a change towards the better you.
Yeah. Just look at the future you.
Just look at the future you.
And I always say, what will I do today that my future self will thank me for?
Ah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That is.
And also write a letter to your future self.
Mm.
A lot of people don't think about that, right? And it's hard to do because we don't think of ourselves in that way. We can always talk about it with somebody else or tell somebody else to
Right.
do this, that, and the other. Mirror work was the hardest thing for me to do. Like looking at myself and talking to myself and affirming myself, even though I do, you know what I'm saying? But to
Right.
like look at myself and do it, that's the hardest thing. But when you're
Yes.
looking at yourself and you're always seeing the flaws
Yes.
instead of the
Yes.
beauty,
Yes.
instead of what God has done
we
for
talk
you.
about this morning.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay.
We had that
Seeing the
conversation this
flaws
morning.
That's right.
instead of the beauty, because we
Yes.
all have beauty, because we were all marvelously and wonderfully made by God. Whether it's your God or my God, don't matter. We still came here the same way.
Yeah.
So
right.
what are you going to do about it is the
Right.
question.
Right.
You know, and I love the other thing you said. Listen, she got some
I
great
say
quotes.
a lot of things.
She got some cool, great quotes. Let me see. You said, hold on. We can all achieve our own personal version and goals by making simple lifestyle changes. It is simple. And what the other thing is, you're 20 years doing this. You know, when people like, yeah, but I did it for 6 months and it didn't work. I did, I was taking CMOS, right? I was taking CMOS for 3 weeks. I didn't feel no different.
And that's was kind of segues into my question. Honestly,
go ahead.
a lot of questions that I had. Honestly, she's already answering them.
Right, exactly.
Because I was going to talk about consultations. You kind of do that when people
Yes.
come up to you or call you, and then you talked about people saying about your degree and what gives you the knowledge or ability to
Life.
give, and you said that was life, and that's very important because a lot of things that we may do, I don't need to have a PhD and not knocking anybody that does. I'm
Right,
just saying
right,
there are a
absolutely.
lot of life experiences that you have brought for 20 years. But what Sean was just saying, people are saying, okay, I've done it for 30 days, I've done it for 6 weeks. What on an average, you can't, we don't have a crystal ball, but what is the average change that somebody would see using your products, depending on what they're needing them for?
The average change, what I get most from a lot of people that I speak to is, and I speak to a lot of people, but a change in energy.
Okay.
Okay. A lot of people tell me, well, the CMOS, I'm going to start the CMOS on a Monday so I could get on my journey, and it'll be a Thursday before,
right.
you
It's
know?
like start now.
And I'm like, okay. So it really depends on who I speak to. Like, I've had people write me letters, beautiful letters, that how their fathers got out of bed, that had
doing it.
cancer,
Yeah.
and he's sweeping the house, like little things that I had a woman tell me that since using my CMOS and using it, see, the goal is to be consistent.
Take it like a pill.
Yes, be consistent.
Take it like medication.
Like when people call me and they're like, oh, I have half a jar and it's been already 3 months. Can I still take it? That's where I get a little upset because, first of all, you're wasting your money.
You're wasting your money. Absolutely.
And you're wasting my time.
Because you do tell us when we buy the
seriously.
products how long they last.
Right.
You do tell
Every
us
day,
that. So you're not
yeah.
listening.
Right.
You're
Listen.
definitely
And
not
the thing
listening.
is, oh, go ahead.
And
Sean,
it
I'm
tastes
sorry.
so good, right? Because she would tell you how to take it, but I felt myself taking it like a snack.
Yeah. You and a lot of other people. I'm
I
like,
was
I
like,
can't do
yeah,
that.
I was doing it like a snack.
Yes.
Like by the middle of the week, it was gone.
Yes.
Because I kept going to the refrigerator,
Yeah.
taking it like a snack.
Yes. But back to the question that you asked, I mean, you would see a difference when you're consistent.
Okay.
From basically for myself, I saw a change in my energy. I'm not taking any high blood pressure, diabetes, nothing. Although I had a mother and father that had those things, as I mentioned earlier. I feel good.
Great.
I feel
Right.
good. I get up at 5 in the morning, like I
Yep.
told you,
Yeah.
Tracy. I'm up. I'm running a business. I'm going to a job. I'm a grandmother. I just came from New York last night. So it's the energy.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can do so much with energy.
And that's why it's called energy.
Yes, yes.
Inner.
Yes. And I thank God that he put me on this path and put me on this journey, because that's what we all are. We're
Yeah,
all on a journey.
And you are a walking
Testimony.
and that's what makes a difference. So you can have the letters behind your name all day,
Right.
but if you don't experience and haven't
Experience,
experienced it
yeah.
or have a story for it and a
Right.
reason why
Yes.
you've gotten it, you've walked this path,
Right.
and go back to it again. You've been doing it for 20 years.
Yes.
So it was not a one and done. It wasn't
Right.
a diet. It wasn't, just a protocol.
Yes.
It was a lifestyle change.
Lifestyle change.
And I'm quite sure you still have mac and cheese every now and then,
I
because I know you make
do.
it. Because
I
I heard, right?
Yes,
But
let-
at the
I was gonna say, let's talk about the misconceptions of
Right.
Kizzy. Let's
There we
clear
go.
it up.
There we go.
Let's clear it up,
Right?
because I have gotten. I thought you don't eat meat. I thought you were vegan. I thought you were this, and I thought you were that, and all I can be is my authentic self. I eat chicken, everybody. I celebrate.
so do I.
Yes, I celebrate the holidays traditionally, mac and cheese, collard greens, because that's what my family likes to eat. However,
There we go.
we don't do that every day
Or every week.
or every week.
Exactly.
Yeah, going further every month.
Right.
It's like it's so heavy.
Right.
So what happens is that when I was obese, I found that I didn't have that kind of balance.
That,
It was
that
just
shut off.
that shut off.
Mhm.
It was like mac and cheese Monday, mac and cheese Wednesday, Tuesday. That it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Eating bad foods, and there's a balance. You don't have to shut everything out,
Nope.
but don't do it
Right.
consistently.
Right. Right.
You know, it like we could all. I could speak for myself. I grew up on grits and fish in the morning, fried fish,
Yep.
chitlins.
We all did.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And
We all
it's
did.
like
Bacon, eggs,
they-
and with
yes.
cheese. And
We all did. And you
Yes.
start your day off. If you start your day off with dead food,
yeah,
how you gonna feel?
that's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
If you start your day off with food that has no nutritional value, you're gonna
That's
be
right.
sluggish for the rest of the day.
That's
You
right.
know, and so think about that.
Yeah.
You know, but the sad diet, standard American diet, right?
Yes.
The sad diet is perpetuated on us because the industry is like, you gotta eat, you gotta eat, you gotta eat,
Yeah.
because I need you to be sick so we can give you a pill and
Yes.
we can do this. You can't reverse any of these things, and that's a lie. Cause look at Miss Kizzy, that's a lie.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank
You
you.
can reverse these things,
You
and
can.
it all takes mindset and taking control of your health. You know
right.
what I mean? Control of yourself.
That's right.
it's
Right.
dedication and time too. I think people
Absolutely.
want a quick fix is what the issue is.
That's
You know,
why.
I wanted to. I did it like you said. I did it for a week and nothing's happening. I don't want to take it anymore.
Right.
You know,
Oh, I
but
get that a
the
lot.
doctor tell
But-
you to stay on something for 30 days, and
No.
you got to pay $500 a month for it.
And no
you're doing
question.
it,
Well,
right?
wait,
No
but
question.
this, but this too. You've been taking that medication for whatever it is, whether it's blood pressure, whether it's heart disease, whatever it is. Guess what? You still have it,
Yes.
and you've been taking it for 15 years or more, and you still have it.
And
So tell me,
I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
We
no,
we
go ahead.
chatting.
We can go.
We here.
Right.
Listen, we
here.
we having some juice.
Absolutely.
I feel like I'm so passionate about what you guys are bringing up because I really want to jump right
Yeah,
into it.
that's it. Jump into it.
Let me tell you how
Come
many
closer to the
times-
microphone.
Oh, sorry.
I know, cause we
I have
comfortable.
a habit,
We
y'all.
We comfortable.
I have a habit.
But we
about
can't
to kick
hear
off
you.
my shoes. Yeah, I want y'all to hear me
Yes,
though.
yes.
I feel like, sorry. I feel like, see how passionate I'm banging on tables.
I know.
I feel like when people go to the doctors, and I'm speaking on a medicals,
And she's in
spectrum,
that industry.
and I'm in that industry. Ask questions. Ask questions. Why am I coming back every month to follow up on a medication that's supposed to help me for high blood pressure, for diabetes, for thyroidism, for these types of things? It's like, to me, I feel like you're putting a Band-Aid on a wound, and that wound is not
It's
getting
not-
healed. And the thing
still
is,
oozing.
yeah, it's still oozing.
It's not scabbing.
No. And that's why it goes back to my point that we got to find our own versions of healthy. And I had a conversation with a woman recently. I said, when you look at all roads, it goes right back to self-love. All roads lead to self-love. If you don't have that, if you don't have that spirituality, if you don't have that mental is so big with me, mental health. If you don't have those tools to lead you, you're going to be all over the place.
Gonna be lost.
You're going to be lost. And that's the thing. A lot of people are lost. A lot of people are trying to find quick fix. I'm not going to say no injections names because I don't want to get sued. But once this injection came out, so many people were going to get it. So many people were going to get it. But then so many people were fighting about a vaccine that they knew nothing about. But when they found out that this injection helps them lose weight, they ran.
They ran that they know nothing about.
That they know nothing
it's
about.
just that they said, "Oh,
Yes.
it'll make me lose weight."
Yes.
Uh,
I don't I don't recommend it to anybody. The only thing that I found that will work, I can't even say work for me, it will work, is doing self self-work.
Self-work. Absolutely.
Self-work. And that goes back to what I say, that your own version of healthy. So, like I said, I'm not a gym rat. My sister that was just here, Kaylin, shout out.
Yeah.
That's my girl.
She'll be back.
She'll be back. Oh, I love her.
Yes,
I
yes,
love her. That's
yes.
just inspiration at its finest.
Right.
But her lifestyle and a lot of others work, and it doesn't work. You have to find what works for you.
Absolutely.
And that's why I push finding your own version of healthy. I think finding healthy, you will never find it if you're looking to fit a dress for a wedding or for a party. That's
Well,
not
that's a
healthy.
quick fix, though.
That's
People
a
do the detox, they do this, they do
Yes.
that. So anything that you do need to incorporate, like you saying, self-health,
Self-help.
self-love,
Yes.
and you still need to exercise. And I'm not
Yes.
saying be a gym rat,
Right.
but
'Cause I'm
you
not.
got to get up
I'm
and you
not.
got to work. And I don't care,
Yes.
injection, non-injection, pill, non-pill. Those
right.
things don't work by themselves.
No.
Gastric
So,
bypass.
It
No.
doesn't work by
doesn't work
themselves,
by
and I think
itself.
people miss that point that, oh
Right.
my goodness, I still need to get up and walk for 30 minutes. Oh my goodness, I just need to.
Yes.
You need some movement. You need some action.
Absolutely.
There's no magic pill out there.
No.
And
Not
no,
at
I'm not
all.
a doctor, but I just
No.
know that my body too. No matter what I'm doing, sometimes I just get stiff because I done sat too long. I sit all day at work.
Right.
So a lot of times I have to get up and move around. If I'm so busy, I'm in meetings and I can't. When I get up to move, I feel it.
Right.
So imagine not doing that every day. And I'm in the gym 6
Right.
out of 7 days. You know?
Wow.
Well,
So-
and I'm not. So
But everything ain't for
but moving.
everybody.
Right.
No, no,
And-
but what I'm
But you're
saying,
moving.
right?
Yeah, but
the
that's what
thing.
I'm saying.
I
I'm
have
still
to start
moving.
moving.
Yeah, but
Because I was
yeah,
stiff. No matter how well I eat,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I eat pretty well.
yeah,
Oh yeah, you do.
I eat pretty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
For me, I eat pretty well, but at the same time,
yeah.
yeah,
It all goes together.
My
you're
legs,
eating, you're moving.
yeah.
Yes.
Everything.
I-
It works hand in
It
hand.
works hand in hand.
And it had to be a mindset for me,
Yeah.
you know, because she'll invite me to the gym. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not
She
going.
she coming.
Nope.
She's coming.
She's coming.
I
gonna come.
I know she will. Eventually, she'll
Look,
be there.
That-
Look, me and Kay gonna get her out there.
Listen,
Yes.
I like the jumping. I like aerobic
Double
type
dutch?
stuff. No, I
Yeah.
like classes. You know, double
Oh
dutch stuff
no!
like
Oh,
that.
you can come to a
But-
class.
Okay, but that's not what I'm trying to say.
That's you gonna come to a look. She don't want to talk about it. See,
She's like,
she don't want to
It's
talk about. It. She
mindset.
pushing it away. She pushing
Right,
it away.
It's mindset. Here we are, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am like that one is like, yeah, okay, right? But I do feel like the stiffness, and I know if I don't move, one of we know her, Karina, yoga expert.
Yeah, Karina.
Yoga. She
love
always used
her.
to say, "Motion is lotion." You know what I mean?
love it. I could
Yes.
hear her saying that.
Yeah, motion is lotion, and I had to get my mindset to that, you know, because I don't move like that. I'm
Right.
sitting more now than I ever did. I used to stand all the time, but now I sit all the time, and it does make a big difference if your mindset is not there.
Right.
Right.
And I am a testament to that, right? My mindset was not there. It was, I have to do it. And then the mindset is like, okay, all right. And then as you do it, you get better at it and
Right.
you feel better, because I do feel better and I feel looser because this is where I'm tight.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all in here is where I'm tight. And so I'm doing these Tai Chis. I like Tai Chi and Qigong better than getting on the treadmill and pulling up some weights. I'm not.
But you
I'm
see
not
what
doing
you're
That
saying.
what works
Right.
for you.
That's
what
right.
works
That's
for
what
you.
works for me.
That's
Exactly.
right.
I think that people have to remember, find what makes you happy at the end of the day.
That, amen.
You know what I mean? Like, I want her to come to the gym, and she probably wants me to go do Tai Chi. I'm thinking, like, Chai, what?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
And,
I'm
and
not.
you do an hour. I'm only doing 10 minutes.
Look,
no, she not.
I'm only
Not if
doing
she
10
come-
minutes.
Not if she
And-
come with me and Kay.
That's my point. I'm not. So,
look. She's like, I'm not. That's why I'm not going.
Right. But what I did find for myself was I put a devotional on. There's somebody that sends me a devotional every morning, and it always has a prayer. And the prayer is usually about 17 minutes, 18 minutes, something like that. So what I started doing to make me go over that 10 minutes, because I put a timer on and stop when that timer goes off. It's like,
10 minutes is up.
right.
Yeah.
But I put that on, and I realized, okay, I'm going to put that on, and I'm going to move and do my thing, while that's on. So I'm getting both. I'm getting my devotional in, my prayer in, and all of that at the same time. And I'm going 17 minutes. So, I'm like, all right.
Yes.
No, I'm not doing an hour.
I have a question that along the realms of what you do, and it has nothing to do with what we were just talking about.
Okay.
But I don't like sea moss. I've had it. Is there another form of do you have I don't know, a powder or a pill? I don't like the texture of it.
Consistency.
Yeah, I've taken it, and I'm like a little kid getting prune juice.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I finished what I got from you. I'm not saying the flavor is, I just don't like the texture
The
of.
texture.
So is that's the purest form? That's what you would suggest? There's no, okay.
Yeah, I would suggest, if I had a nickel for everybody that asked me that,
Really?
pills are so quick to take, but you're not getting the full benefits of the sea moss. The sea moss you're getting in 1 tablespoon, you probably got to take that whole bottle of sea moss just to get that 1 tablespoon. So you want everything in its purest form.
So what about
Okay.
adding it to a juice or adding it to
yeah.
a smoothie?
You can add it
If
to
it added to a
anything.
smoothie.
Oh, okay.
you're-
So I could
yeah.
add it like to oatmeal or. Okay, I
Yes.
didn't even think about that, but yeah,
Right.
I mean, I took it, but it was. I tell you,
No, well,
like-
we do have, I know. And the thing is, when you feel like, even with working out, if you feel like it's punishment, you're going to stop.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you have a choice, you're going to stop.
Yeah.
But that's not what I want for you.
no,
I
I
want-
know, and I couldn't wait to just say I got to find this out. If there's something else
Yes.
that I could take that she has in a different form,
Well-
it tastes good. I just don't like.
You don't like the
Yeah,
consistency.
I don't.
What I would suggest, like I've suggested in the past to people, you can mix it in tea. We do have original flavor, which has none of the fruits, none of the organic
Oh, okay.
sweetener. You can mix it in coffee. Sea moss, when you add it to anything hot, it dissolves and liquefies.
Okay.
So you won't taste it.
Oh,
So
nice.
even if you're cooking, try it in your food.
Okay.
Cook it up. There are so many ways, but I try to tell people to stay away from the pill form, the gummies. Gummies.
Oh my God.
I'm so against the gummies.
That's a whole different
I'm
conversation.
against gummies,
Yeah.
period.
Yeah.
Because this is what, people will continue to take gummies because they taste good.
Because it's
It's
like,
like
a candy.
It's
yeah.
like a candy.
Yeah.
And like I said, people won't take what's good for them if they feel like it's punishment. And that's with everything. That's with
Mindset
eating,
again.
yes. That's with eating well. That's with exercise.
again.
That's with sea moss.
Right.
And that's with life.
That's what
with
life.
life.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you find, and that's the beauty of each, and that's why I always go back to find your own version of healthy.
Yeah.
Because when you find something you like, and you find foods that work for you, healthy foods that work for you, and then you find your balance. Okay, I'm going to cousin so and so for the holidays.
Bring your dish.
Yeah, I'm not going to splurge on the mac and
Right.
cheese, but stop. And I tell people this: stop calling it a cheat day,
Right.
Because you're gonna go back and cheat.
Mm-hmm.
Call it a treat day and feel like you deserve.
Or don't call it
Don't
anything.
call it. I was going to say,
Yeah.
don't call
I'm
it anything.
enjoying my holiday.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know
but
what?
be conscious about how you
Yes.
eat. That's all. You just
Yes.
have to be conscious about. You can't. Don't gorge.
Yes.
Because we tend to gorge when we're like, oh, I haven't had this all year. Oh, I can't wait.
Uh-huh.
Let me
You
tell
eat
you.
till you're uncomfortable. and
Right.
it's like-
And it's ridiculous. And then you're sick.
then you beat yourself
Why
up.
would you? Right.
Why'd I do that?
Yeah.
But let me tell you, mac and cheese, I have it at Thanksgiving and Christmas. I make my own. I make it big enough so all I have to do is cut it in half and I freeze it and I have the rest at Christmas, believe it or not.
Nice.
But that's when
I
I,
never
have my
thought of
mac and
doing
cheese.
that.
You know what I mean? So because I don't do like family don't come over for Christmas Eve we do, but I don't.
Yeah.
It's like I
Yeah.
have what I want, how I want it. But if you overindulge and you gorge, you're gonna feel sick. Your body will respond to it.
That's right.
Do not beat yourself up. Have what you want to have. Just know, if you eat, I always say, eat your vegetables first.
Yeah.
If you eat your vegetables first, you're starting off good,
Yes.
and then you will find that you won't gorge on the whole plate of meat. You
Yeah.
won't gorge on a whole bowl of because me, I got my bowl of mac and cheese. You won't gorge on it in that
Right.
way. If you eat, you start with your vegetables
Right.
and bring a dish that you eat, because then that way you feel better also, because now you're doing better with doing that, making that choice. You know, I don't know.
But you know
No,
what?
those are good tips.
Yeah,
Those
those
are good
are.
tips.
Those
Yeah.
are.
I'll
Those
eat
are.
out of a saucer. Like when I go out to eat at restaurants, I'll get my main meal.
Really?
Yeah. I ask for a saucer.
seen it.
The young kids say, "What's a saucer?" I'm like, "Oops.
We need
Can
to
I have a
teach
small
people. That's
plate?
another
Can
A
I have a
thing
small
too.
plate,
plate.
please?" But
Yeah.
no, I will eat out of a saucer. I won't eat out of my
Big plate.
because
You'll eat the
you'll
whole
just
thing.
keep eating and
Yeah.
eating, and it is
Separated.
mind over matter, but it's like, okay, it's here.
Yeah.
Or I'll say, can I have a to go plate sooner than later because
Oh,
I don't want to
good.
finish eating all that food. So
Those are
And
good tips too.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Like those things work for you, and
They,
those
yeah,
things
yeah.
keep you healthy
Mhm.
and keep you grounded in your health.
Right.
For the most part.
Yeah. But
For the most part.
it's just little tips,
Yes,
little
that's it.
tidbits that
That's
we
it.
do.
And 1 day, 1 hour, 1 minute.
There you
Right.
go.
That's it.
There you
Right.
go.
One step.
Right.
You know, everybody thinks they have to go cold turkey, and they have to like just jump in right away.
Right.
That's not
Mhm.
that's not sustainable or realistic.
Amen.
It's
Right.
not sustainable or realistic. You got to be realistic with yourself.
Absolutely.
Going back to that, right?
Yes.
Self, you know,
Self.
self
I always say all roads lead
leads
to self.
Mhm.
All mental, physical, spiritual. You have to find yourself.
Period.
And I think conversations, like this with people that you love, you care about, people even that you see in the gym or your business and your business, you know what I
Yes.
mean? Poking you guys to say, hey, how do I,
Right.
what
Right.
can I do differently?
Right.
That's what, the more you know,
And
the
you
better you'll do.
Right. And you start where you are. And, you
Yes.
know, when you find that person that resonates with you, that may help you on your journey to get started,
Mhm.
they start where you are. Like I start where you are.
Right.
But if you're chronic, it's like, nope, you got to go cold turkey,
Yeah.
because I want you to feel better now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's that's it, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm always sending your information to somebody, and I'm like, listen, she has this tonic that you can take every day,
Yes.
and she has this that you can take every day, da 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 da, and in the middle we can do this and blah blah blah, right?
Yes.
And they'll go, all right. I don't know if they actually get it, because
Yeah.
these are conversations that are happening in passing. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like, listen, here's her number, here's her website. Check out her website, because
Yeah.
there's some things like now we're going into the cold and flu season.
Yeah.
She has a tonic. Let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about it. What's your tonic
Mhm.
that I take on the daily?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. So we have the ginger and turmeric tonic, which has herbs, and this thing is so good. Now, I made it when I did research on people with arthritis
Mm,
and asthma.
mm.
And the beauty about my products is that it's just not a one and done
Nope,
kind of
it's
thing.
not.
I like it because it's like everywhere.
Yeah.
It can help with that arthritis. It can help with asthma,
Mm-hmm.
mucus buildup, and that was my purpose. But then people were using it for other things, and I'm like, okay, gut health, it works for
It works well, yeah.
It works for
All of the
so many
ingredients,
different
yeah.
things, especially if people are smokers and they
Mm.
develop that mucus, that
Mm.
smoker's cough. I had people come to my events, stop at my table, and I hear them coughing. I'm like, come here, come here. There you go. Come over here.
I got something for that.
And they'll come back around
Talk
hours
about-
later, and I want whatever you gave me.
Yes.
That's
Nice.
how fast it works.
Yes.
But girls, to tell you the truth, I don't sit there and like literally study big old books and things like that. I do research.
Right.
These herbs been around for
Forever.
years. Turmeric,
Forever.
ginger. These are all God's creations.
Back to earth.
Back to earth.
The
And
name
so
of our other podcast.
right? Oh, hey, hey. But yeah, it's like I always go back to what Dr. Sebi said, and you guys, I know you know who he is, but anybody out there that doesn't, listen to him speak at these lectures. He's telling you,
And you can find it all over YouTube.
yes, to obtain health is so easy.
Oh,
And the pharmaceutical company don't want you to know that.
right.
Because it's too easy.
Because it's too easy.
It's
And
too
they can't
easy.
patent it.
No.
You can't patent anything coming from the earth. Natural
That's
things
right.
you can't patent. Anything that has a patent, just know that it's man-made
Yes.
and it's not good for you.
Yes.
So anyway,
Yes, it's
Yep.
it's so many things,
Yeah.
and I know our time
Yeah,
is short,
It's,
but let me tell you, if I can leave anybody else with anything, please download the app Yuka,
yeah,
please.
NEWG, Environmental Working Group.
Mm,
Those two
let me tell
for
you,
labels. You know, that's a whole different
that's
conversation.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But I'm telling you, you would put and what's disheartening is probably a tough word that I shouldn't be using, but it is disheartening when I see parents that are shopping for school treats.
All the
And
junk.
I look,
And their kids cannot focus in school.
no,
That's a whole nother topic too.
no.
If you are giving your kids Cheetos, the Takis are dangerous.
Oh my God.
They're dangerous. There's
Yes.
articles on it that are dangerous. Right.
Hospitalization
Those
because
are
of it.
dangerous. Give them an apple. Give them
Yes.
a banana in the morning.
That's
their
right.
snack with a bottle of water.
What they know is what you're giving them.
Right.
It-
And my kid won't know because you have
Yes.
given your kid this for long and you're
Yes.
hijacking their taste buds. That's a whole different subject.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Tell
sorry.
people how
I'm
they
sorry.
can get in touch with you.
Yes.
Okay, so I am on. So we can go on
On
and
and
on,
on,
guys.
but we're gonna have her on again. Just
Yes.
know that.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
I would
yes.
love to be here. So pure underscore inner INNER capital G. That is my. I'm so bad with this. That's my Instagram.
Okay.
Also, you can find me with my regular
Everyone
name,
who put this
Annette
card
Kizzy Mosley. Oh, she got the card. Yes.
Yes,
Annette,
we're gonna put that
We'll
in
put
the
that in the-
yeah.
yes, Annette Kizzy Mosley, and I am on Facebook. TikTok is a little iffy right now. I got to fix that up. But you can find me on those two platforms. I'm giving encouragement. I'm telling people to be the best version of themselves. I get a little silly, but
And that's all right.
But
Yeah.
That's
all
called
right.
real.
Yes. Yes. So, I mean, if you're looking for encouragement and you want to take a break from all the craziness of the world, just stop by my page. You can always shoot me a message if you have any questions. My door is always open. I don't charge for if you have a question. You
right.
know, some people they'll
Right.
be like, "Well, you gotta
Yeah,
pay me."
whatever.
But I feel like we're all on the same journey. We all want to live a longer life,
Yeah.
and I'm here to help, and that's my purpose.
Yes, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and I enjoy it.
Yes.
I love what I do.
Yes.
And that's very important.
And I mean, if you were in the room, if you're not here to feel her energy, but every time we see her, she's the same and authentic and real and walking what she's talking.
Thank you.
That makes a huge difference. She walks, she talks. What is it? Walk.
Walk
Walk
it
it like
I
she
Right.
talk
talks it.
Yeah. You know, and so
Thank you.
reach out to her. Go on Facebook, follow her pages.
Yes.
We're gonna have her on again. I can't, because there's
Yes.
other topics, right?
I know so
and,
many.
Yeah, and check out her website. What's your website for her
Oh,
her
yes.
products?
Yes.
Let's not.
Oh yes. It is what your inner INNERG.org. Oh my goodness.
Is it .org?
It's .org.
Okay, .org.
A
And
lot
we'll
of-
have it all in the
Yes.
description. Yep. Okay.
.org. We're
Awesome.
an organization just trying to get people to the best version of
Of
themselves.
themselves. Yes. Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. It is cold and flu season. You might want to check her products out right now. If
Yes.
you are that person that says, I get a cold every year this time, or my allergies, or my this, or my that, get her products,
Yes.
get started, start taking it like you're taking your medication.
That's right.
All right, all
That's
right.
right.
Oh, so
Yeah.
we're going to wrap up.
We
I want to
are.
thank you.
Yes, we
Again,
appreciate you for coming.
for
Thank you for
coming.
taking the time.
Yes, yes. And we made some juice. And the juices,
I drink all
we'll talk
mine. I
about
don't know
it.
what
Yes.
they did, but
I didn't finish mine
mine's
yet,
gone.
but we will. And also, check out our page, like, share, comment. If you have any questions, subscribe. Yes, subscribe. We're trying to make it to 1,000 subscribers. Come on,
Yes,
help
come on,
us out.
people.
Help us
It
out.
costs you nothing to
It costs you
subscribe.
nothing. Just click that subscribe button.
Yes.
Also, any questions you have for Kizzy, put it in the comments.
Yes.
If you've experienced her products, we want to see that too, and how you benefited from it.
Right.
Also, if you know somebody that needs what she does and
Yes.
wants to reach out to her, or if you have a parent, if you're a caregiver, because I'm meeting a lot of caregivers lately.
Yes, me too.
You're a caregiver. CMOS doesn't interact with medications. I don't think so.
Well, I always tell
I'm
people
sorry.
if they're on medications, please shoot me their list.
Okay. All right. There we go.
Please. Yeah,
Yes.
because anybody that has a sensitivity to iodine,
Okay.
CMOS does produce iodine.
Okay.
So I always ask, do you have that sensitivity, and also are you on blood thinners?
There you
Yeah,
go.
so,
All right.
yeah.
So don't
Check out
take
Kizzy.
what I said. right. So yes, so reach out to her in the comments, and yes, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for coming. And remember, if you don't take care of your body, where you gonna live? All right.
Yeah, I know that. Look, like my daughter does.
Nice.
Awesome.
awesome.
Yes.
I love
We're gonna be